So I'm getting better, but not necessarily at one specific thing, kind of like everything at once. A challenge also for this video is to keep a constant stream of words going. So anyway, what do I mean? I'm talking about general progress, right? All of the theories that I talk about on this channel, everything that I talk about, this theory that I build, this like motivation to go through life is kind of building towards this one unified vision of how you treat people, how you do everything, how you do specific little things and how those treat the bigger things that you do and the visions that you want for your life and how you have visions for your life and how you treat the people around you, right? But in general, I'm more so talking also just about, in the same way, progress at once, right? Because progress is so commonly defined as just getting better at a skill, right? Getting better at talking to people, getting better at public speaking, getting better at writing code, getting better at reading for long periods of time. I don't know. But also something that is good is just being able to get better at everything at once, at being able to come back to the same place year after year and being able to say, I did not do this last year. I was not able to do this last year, right? Oftentimes we do that when there are places that we have to go to, right? That we have to go to every year. We end up realizing that we're much better at the thing the year after than the year before. And I also think, even if we didn't work on it, and I also think it's interesting to think about, what was I gonna say? Right, so it's interesting to think about how your improvement year over year usually follows some sort of pattern, like you become more of a specific trait, and usually it's the one that you have been looking forward to, but it's also not the one that you feel like you've always been looking forward to, right? Like in some way, like for me, I think of being like sociable and talkative to other people, like family members that I don't know as well, perhaps. I like to try to improve on that year over year, but it hasn't always been that way. I think it's been mostly 2 years, but really this year has been the year mostly that I've been improving on that ability, on asking more questions about people's lives and about trying to extract useful information from those answers. And I think honestly that I have been getting better at this for like 7 years now, but I don't even realize that. And that's really interesting to think about because people often tell me, that my longtime friends, that I've kind of been the same, that I'm just doing more of the same. And I've been warning them that I feel like I've changed a lot, but like perhaps I haven't changed as much as I think. And that's an interesting story because a lot of people change less than they think. Sorry, more than they think, right? Most people, I feel like, I just go through life and it's kind of, oh, this is just me now, right? Like this is just kind of what I'm doing. I haven't really been tracking my changes as much, but also at the same time, like I guess I've changed maybe a little bit, but then you see them pretty radically differently, right? Perhaps. This is a story I've heard many times before. But for me, I suppose the story is a little bit different. And I don't really know why that is, why I keep building into the same image of myself, even though I don't mean to. I don't know why that keeps happening, but this is why I'm gonna lead into my third point this video, which is to keep years of something, right? So instead of New Year's resolutions, which are really hard to keep, I like better to have years of something. And so it's the year of logging things for me, which has not been going well. But this is my third or fourth year. I think it's my third year having years of something. So I had a year of discipline. I had a year of no fear of rejection, which went really great for me. And this is my year of like constant logging, right? So for the whole academic year, this year I like logged all of my hours in all of my subjects. And that was honestly a lot of work because it's so much like mental work to just open up Clockify and put it there. But yeah, I'm ready to be done with it and it's not something I'm gonna stick with, but I'm really glad I did it because it's nice to have that hour count at the end of the day. And I do have a problem with all the normal tracking apps that exist now because of all the information they take. But regardless of that, I think it's really important to track these metrics about your life, right? Track how sociable you were, right? Every time you leave from a place, you're like, how was that for me? How was that for them? How do I think it was for them, right? Obviously, you can't ask most of the time, but something like that. Anyway, I'm forgetting how we got here. Oh, we were talking about getting better, right? So I think, yeah, getting better is really interesting. It's an interesting case just because you don't really get better at one thing, even when you think you are, even when you think you're working on one thing. Every little hard action that you take, right? is like so much better for you than you think. If it is the right direction, if it is the right action. And yeah, I just think it's really worth doing because you never realize where you're gonna end up, and opportunities can pass you by this close, and you can also make the cut by this close, and so the difference might be the 1 rep. You never know. It's worth doing, usually. Like, come on, you got it. You can do it. You know you can do it too. You know you can do it too. Like, be the 1%. You know what I mean? You're like here's a quote, right? You might be the first in the bloodline to take a different line of work. Do it anyway. Do it anyway. You're gonna be fine. Anyway, see you. I hope you learned something, and talk tomorrow. Ciao, ciao.